Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neo. In this video we are doing a complete redesign from this set. I'm just showing you that after 2 weeks she has absolutely no lifting. All the stones are still there and the set looks pretty fresh. She didn't have a lot of growth. I will link in the cards or down below the video that I have for that set if you're interested. Check that out. So I went in and completely removed the previous set, filed down to basically nothing, applied nude tips, natural colored tips, not clear tips, cut them short, filed, and blended the tips. Now I'm just going in with my primer system. I like to use the Mia Secret Dehydrator Primer and then a thin coat of the Young Nails Protein Bond, and then we're ready to go. So I'm starting off with a clear base of acrylic. It's a very thin layer that I apply to the natural nail bed. This just helps to smooth the surface down to prevent that smile line that happens if you happen to not be someone who blends your tips, or if you didn't blend them as well as you want. It also creates a barrier from the product to the natural nail, so when they come in for a redesign you can just backfill with this clear acrylic. You don't have to worry about staining, and then in that removal process you just file down to this clear layer instead of filing all the way down to the nail bed and potentially damaging it and or hurting your client. So I'm just doing that quickly. I'm using the Sugar and Cream monomer with the Sugar and Cream Crystal Clear acrylic. I've been liking this acrylic since I got it. I'm definitely going to look into buying the larger amount. Normally I use the Young Nails Core Clear, which I still love. But I'm just trying out new acrylics and seeing what works for me. So this color is the star of the show. I was so in love with this color. I keep saying it in my videos that I am a sucker for nudie brown, brown girl friendly kind of colors. And this is Cheekbone by TheRedAcrylics. I love this brand. I love this acrylic color. And it's a really soft, pretty kind of rosy nude dark brown, but it's good for brown skinned girls. Like on a lighter skinned person it might be darker brown, but on brown skin it just looks like a gorgeous soft pretty nude. And yeah, I was really loving this color. It's in my recent haul video, so I will link that somewhere for you to check that out. It's a really gorgeous color. I would definitely advise you to get your hands on this if you're interested in these kinds of colors. But this set was supposed to be a short and simple set. She wanted just a different vibe from normal. So I'm going in, and as you can see, I'm not building up a lot of product because the length of these nails are pretty short. This is like a medium set to me. I can pretty much one beat it, and getting the coverage that I need is basically what I'm focused on. So just patting that acrylic into place, cleaning up the sidewalls, and then getting rid of any excess, just making sure that I have the coverage that I need versus building up strength, because I am going to clear cap anyway. But yeah, I'm really loving this color. Like, it is just so pretty, guys. Like, I'm a sucker for a nude soft brown nail, and this color is, I feel like every time I find a new brown color I'm like, this is the color. But right now this is the color that's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a set on myself with this because I just have to. This color is gorgeous. It's Cheekbone by TheRedAcrylics, and I will link that below. So yeah, things are going pretty well, I would say. I am enjoying the process of doing nails more and more. Every new client, I feel like I am getting more confident and stronger and faster, and just being creative. It's been fun. I am a new nail tech. I just finished school last year. Decided to, get into nails during the pandemic. I did have interest in nails many years ago, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I had a nail Instagram, but I just kind of fell out of it. And then finding it back again during 2020 with the pandemic has just been awesome. Like, I graduated from school, state boards and everything, and now I'm back into it. And someone mentioned the other day, like, oh, I was scrolling on your Instagram and I saw that you've been doing this for like 8 years. And I was like, was I? And I totally forgot that. Like, I was hella interested in nails so long ago. So it's been really nice to kind of get back into it and just to see the growth. And I'm just like, imagine if I didn't stop for those 7 or 8 years, how great I would be. But looking forward, I'm just excited to get better and grow. I can see even my application, I watched like older videos from like 2 or 3 months ago, and it's night and day. The confidence you get just with time and practice. I'm so excited to see where things go with this new nail career, and with this channel. It's been growing, and feedback has been great, so I'm really excited about that. But thank you for watching. I'm so excited. And this color is just so beautiful, guys. Like, this color is so me. I don't know if I'm just boring, but like I love these kinds of colors. They just speak to me. I'm like so tempted to take off the nails that I just did just to do a set with this color, and it's like insane. But I'm just a sucker for a gorgeous brown nudie kind of nail. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then after this, we are gonna get into some more fun stuff with the set. So after finishing on the thumb with this base color, I want to move on to the middle finger. So on the ring finger, I actually went in and did some blooming alcohol ink marble, but I didn't like the way that it ended up. So I skipped that footage just because I do end up taking it off. So, you know, don't worry about that. That's a part of the process too. I did it, and I halfway through, I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't like it. And she was just like, okay. So I just added some gold and copper foil to that middle finger, and now we're gonna clear cap. So at this point I didn't decide that I didn't like it yet, but it was after clear capping that I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that ring finger. But that's a part of the process too. Not every time you're gonna get the design perfectly right as you're working on it, and I just think it's cool. When I was a client, if I had a nail tech who was just kind of like, this is not my best, I'm not sure, you know, that this is gonna be it, and then they would take things off, I appreciated it more because it meant that they were being honest and wanted to give me their genuine best. So, you know, she didn't mind when I was like, yeah, girl, we're gonna take this off. She was just like, okay. So yeah, I'm just clear capping with the Sugar and Cream Crystal Clear acrylic. I love this acrylic, and I'm not building up too much structure on the nail. They're pretty short, and you do not want, I mean, I don't think it's very sightly to see a very short, bulky nail. So I'm keeping them fairly thin, and just like letting the acrylic flow down, especially at this length. You just let gravity do its thing. You pat it into place, and make sure to clean your sidewalls and your free edge. Make sure that cuticle area is not flooded and is nice and thin, and pretty much you get a nice solid strong structure of a nail. So I'm just going to clear cap all of these. So now I'm just going in with my 8080 grit hand file, and I am filing the nails with my Young Nails dust collector. As you can see, there's a crap ton of dust on it. That's just the filth and the dust, the product from the removal of her previous set that I showed in the beginning of the video. Yeah, we snapped off the tips of those nails and filed them all the way off. Even getting those rhinestones off was insane. She actually said to me when she came back that she was really surprised that none of the bling came off. And she was like, whatever glue you used before, use that all the time. And that was the gel bling method versus using like a drying adhesive method to the rhinestones. You use a gel bling and then top coat and then stick your gems and charms into that gel before curing. And it just works really well. I do think that there are advantages and disadvantages to each method of adhering bling to nails, but she enjoyed it and she came back and all of her bling was there, as you saw in the beginning clip. So yeah, I'm just making sure to maintain that shape. She wanted that square, tapered square shape. I'm just making sure that it's really sharp, especially for shorter nails. You want them to just be sharp. So at this point is when I was like, yeah girl, I'm not really feeling this marble thing that I did. So I'm going in with my 3x coarse bit. It's a safety, and I'm just filing off that design. You cannot see it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just filing it off. It took like 2 seconds to get it off because it was just marble ink and like gel top coat. But yeah, I'm just filing that off, and I did do a layer of that brown acrylic underneath, so we're just gonna file down to that and move on from there. And then I decided to do a full nail of gold foil, and I think this came out really cool. I would love to do this again on a longer nail just to get like a longer effect of it. It's really pretty, especially if the foil kind of crinkles, you just get that really cool texture. So I'm just using the monomer on my brush to kind of get the foil to adhere to the nail and pressing it down onto the nail. I'm making sure to not get it all the way to the cuticle though and all the way up the side walls, because you do need to encapsulate. So if you cover the entire nail all the way with the foil, when you encapsulate, you're not going to be able to get that clear acrylic around the edges of the foil to kind of secure it to the nail. So as you can see, I am pushing the acrylic up all the way around the side walls and through the cuticle and over the free edge to kind of lock that foil into place. And then you can build your structure from there. But that's basically what I did to replace that marble ink nail. Going in with my 100-180 hand file and just finish filing, making sure that that shape is nice and crisp, and waiting for that foil nail to pretty much dry because I had just redone it. So I think this color is beautiful, guys. I'm really loving this color. After this, I'm gonna go in with a fine 5-in-1 carbide bit and smooth out the nails, thinning the cuticle area and the side walls, and then just making sure that the length of the nail is smooth as well. After all of that revisioning is done, I'm going in with a buffing block and just smoothing the crap out of these nails. Remember, they are short and I want them to be really pristine and smooth, just so that what the next step that we do has a very nice application. And yeah, I'm just gonna have her wash her hands. I'm gonna come back and wipe her fingers off with some alcohol or swipe with a lint-free wipe. And then we can get to the fun stuff. So I'm going in with a top coat because at this point I thought that we were done. She said she wanted extremely simple, so to me I was like, that gold foil in itself is a wow factor, but we ended up adding more, which is totally fine. She said she wanted simple, but she's not a simple client. She likes a lot of stuff on her nails, but this is basically the most simple that she's willing to go. She's someone who thinks everything is more, and I was just kind of like, all right girl, let's go. So after applying this gel top coat, I had her cure for 60 seconds, and then we moved on to adding a little bit more to this set. So I've got my container of water and some water decals. So she asked for some additional decals. I got these from Amazon. I will link them below, and they're the abstract, like one-line drawing art that's really popular right now. So I'm taking 2 and adding them, and as you can see, I didn't place them in the water for very long. You place them in the water for about 5 to 10 seconds and then they're ready to go. And then I'm just going to slide it onto the nail. Oh boy, it's out of frame. I will fix that for us. And then you just slide it onto the nail. I'm just using my there we go. I'm using my finger to just slide it off. I was gonna apply it to the nails that had the gold foil, but quickly realized that you wouldn't be able to see the design just because it was a little so delicate. But that's the beauty about these water decals. If your nail maintains wet, you can just slide it right off. And then you saw I could just slid it onto the other pinky nail. So basically you slide it off a little bit, you pull the paper and then hold the decal, and it just gives you a nice effect. I'm sorry that that first one was out of frame, but you saw how I applied it with the second finger. So after that, I'm gonna do my best to dry the nails, and then I'm gonna add another glossy top coat to the nails just to seal those water decals in. Normally, if I know I'm gonna be using stickers or decals, I like to encapsulate them just because I like to just be sure that it's not going to go anywhere, but in this case they're so thin anyway that we can just glossy top coat them and it won't be an issue. So I had her cure again for another 60 seconds and we wanted a little bit more. So I'm going in with some white painting gel, not gel polish, but paint gel. And I'm going to be adding this French line, a double French white line to this finger, a thicker line on the tip and then a thinner line just right above it, and then some white accents on the nails with the water decals, just to add a little bit more interest to the set. So after applying that gel paint, I had her cure. I'm going back in with my glossy top coat. I am securing that gel paint with this top coat, cleaning the side walls and the free edge, and then curing for another 60 seconds. This is what the set came out looking like. I think it's so pretty. That base color cheekbone by TheRedAcrylics is gorgeous. Here's your action shot. The gold foil was really cool and added a nice interest to this really simple set. Thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. Bye.